A Minecraft movie isn't a bad movie. Far from it. That being said, it isn't a very good movie either. I saw this movie opening weekend with a semi-packed theater, mostly towards the front at least. I feel like this is the kind of movie where seeing it with people who are also aware of all the irony and stuff is kind of the best way to see it. I was really surprised when I saw no kids in the theater. Pretty much everyone there was either my age or older, so I feel like we all knew exactly the reason we were all there to see this. As for the movie itself, like any movie I see, I decided to give this a chance no matter how terrible it looked. In 20 minutes in, I thought to myself, okay, this isn't too bad actually, which I really was not expecting. I know people say this movie looks like it was made for TV and all that stuff, though it really didn't look visually as bad as the trailers made it out to be. Maybe as a theater screen, I don't know. For some reason, halfway through the movie during one of the action scenes, I was thinking, wait a minute, why am I actually kind of having fun? Which aged pretty well, because the rest of the movie ended up basically being the same level of quality. And there's a joke near the end that me and everyone else in the theater generally found funny. Like, we weren't even being ironic, that was a pretty good gag. Overall, it's actually a pretty serviceable film. Obviously, it's not the best movie ever made, but definitely nowhere near as terrible as the critics are saying it is. The movie actually looks really good when it's just a Minecraft moms, which I know a lot of people have already said this, but it just makes you wish it was an animated film to begin with. Not that the designs are inherently bad looking as they are now, though. Unfortunately, the green screen on the humans is still just as bad as the trailers made it out to be. It's pretty jarring and will most likely take you out of the movie. So at a certain point, I got used to it to a good degree, though not enough to not notice, though enough to where I kind of just accepted it at a certain point. Also, the second end credit scene was really fun, actually. A couple people called what it was going to be. I was pleasantly surprised at how nice it was. Overall, a Minecraft movie is a good time. Not movie of the year, but still a good time. 6 out of 10. Not going to give it a higher or lower score. Oh yeah, there's something I should probably bring up. And this isn't going to be very fun to record. The memes for this movie are pretty funny, don't get me wrong, but the shit people are doing in movie theaters is fucking atrocious. All the shit I'm hearing about people behaving like 5-year-olds and throwing popcorn and shit everywhere infuriates the fuck out of me. Because I used to work in a movie theaters in Usher, and it fucking sucks ass whenever people pull this shit. I'm gonna say this now. If you were one of the people throwing popcorn everywhere, or confetti, or whatever the fuck, go fuck yourself. I do not care if I get hate for this. Fuck you if you participated in that in any way. I genuinely don't understand how he went from respecting quote-unquote essential workers back when movie theaters were starting to reopen to this nonsense. It's fucking disgusting. And mark my words, in a couple of months when the hype dies down, people are gonna act all high and mighty and say, I can't believe people actually did all that immature bullshit, knowing full well they themselves were really part of the problem. Fortunately, my theater wasn't one of the theaters doing that shit, at least from what I saw. However, I don't want to see a single person bandwagoning when people eventually see how fucking shitty it was of them to intentionally make minimum wage workers' lives even worse than they already are. You all know who you are, and don't think I won't call you out when you eventually try to act all innocent like you didn't throw an entire bucket of popcorn down the railing. But I think I've ranted enough about this. I'll make a follow-up when Twitter eventually pretends like they were against this horse shit the entire time. Thanks for watching and listening to me rant about dumbasses being dumbasses. Our credit goes to Pony Restorations on Instagram, and I'll see you guys at BabsCon or the next review depending on when this gets uploaded.